Thompson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play, Smith to Crowder, 74 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. They'll sneak it with Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Alex Smith, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a play fake. Breeze. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Hey, left.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Here we go.
23 yards on the play. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Breeze to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call.
And he is into the end end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on second down is Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. On the ground, it's Thompson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Thompson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's got a noon one. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Touchdown, Washington! It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where is the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now it's Crowder. Whoosh. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
12.
On the give, this is their fullback. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. And this is taken in at the 5. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Breeze. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. On the move. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Brown. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, let's roll. 15, yeah.
On second down, here's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Liz.
Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. Fielded at the 33. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Breeze. Being chased out left. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Breeze now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Crowder now to return. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Finding room inside the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
To throw is Breeze. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Breeze. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Breeze to throw. Escaping and a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Breeze. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Breeze going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Gillisley. And he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Good set, good set, good set.
They come out here in the eye.
Hey, kill!
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
12. Regular.
Second and 10, Smith again. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, gun.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, Geis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side,
no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Sheldon Rankins. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. They find some open field here. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
Ready?
Let's go. Here we got Mike,
Delta.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down. Here we go.
Yellow, yellow.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
15, yeah.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready? You ready? 11. Listen.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Ready? Waiting.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check. 53 spot. Check. 53 spot. Here we go, here we go.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for New Orleans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink.